Hello and welcome to my video on stretching tenths. Many of you have asked for more videos on what I learned from my teacher Ruggiero Ricci. And one of the most important aspects of his technical training was his daily focus on practicing stretches. We have to continuously practice stretching our hand, and we have to know how to do that without risking injury. The most important thing to remember always when you're practicing stretches is to practice stretches moving, never statically. Never stay in the stretch for any length of time. Always keep your left hand moving. Very important. Don't stay in the stretch for any length of time. Move into the stretch and back out again. Into the stretch and back out again. If you stay in the stretch and keep your left hand static, that can risk injury. But if you keep your left hand moving when you practice stretches, then you're on the much safer side and your hand can move into the stretch and back out again, and you're also practicing the reaching of the stretch. So that's very important to remember. Never practice them statically. Always keep your left hand moving when you're practicing stretches. Another very helpful thing I learned from Ruggiero Ricci, particularly helpful for me because I have small hands, so that just means I have more stretches than people with big hands, because some things are stretches for me which are not stretches for other people. So particularly for small hands, but this goes for everybody. When you play stretches, always reach down. Don't reach up. So if you have, you start in third position and have your hand in third position and you reach down. You don't have your hand in first position and try to reach up. That won't work. You want to do the stretches with the strong part of your hand, that's first and second finger, by making the strong part of your hand do the stretch. You don't want to do the stretches with the weak part of your hand, third and fourth finger, by trying to reach up. You won't get far enough. It's much more strenuous for the hand. So there again, you're risking injury. So remember to always practice the stretches reaching down. Unhook your first finger. You change the angle. My first finger is in a completely different angle here than when I play in first position. So remember, you can unhook your first finger. You can put it down like this. So always reach down for the stretches and unhook your first finger. You will get further if you unhook your first finger. Now for a scale in tenths, put your hand into third position, because that's where you start, and then put your thumb into fifth position, down here. And then practice the first 2 tenths. The point of this is that your thumb stays in the same position for the whole scale. So you put it there before you start, and then you can play the whole scale with your thumb in one position. Notice how my thumb stays in the same position the whole time. Much easier than trying to move your whole arm. Keep your thumb in the same position for all of the scale. Much easier. By keeping my thumb in a constant position, it's only the angle of my hand which changes. That makes the scale a lot easier. As with octaves, also with tenths, it's the first finger that leads, and it's the first finger we have to concentrate on more. So when we play tenths, follow the lower line, the line on the lower string, so that it's your first finger leading. Never the fourth finger. The first finger leads in tenths. And keep your thumb in constant position, fifth position for tenths, because that really does make playing a scale in tenths a lot less challenging. I hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and remember to practice stretches every day, because we always have to stretch our hand. One wouldn't think so with an instrument as small as the violin, but we do. We always have to practice stretching our hand. So happy practicing.